The transatlantic slave trade, which spanned from the 16th to the 19th century, was a brutal system of forced migration involving the capture, transport, and enslavement of African people. It was a key component of a triangular trade route connecting Europe, Africa, and the Americas. European nations, particularly Portugal, Britain, Spain, and France, were heavily involved in organizing and profiting from this trade, which supplied labor to colonies in the Americas, primarily to work on plantations producing sugar, tobacco, and cotton. Slave ships transported millions of Africans across the Atlantic in overcrowded, horrific conditions where many did not survive the journey, known as the Middle Passage. Those who did faced a life of forced labor, harsh treatment, and no legal rights in the Americas. The trade devastated African societies as communities faced raids and warfare fueled by the demand for captives. It led to social and economic disruption, with impacts that are still felt today. European economies grew from the wealth generated by this labor force, particularly in the production and sale of cash crops. The wealth from the trade contributed to the industrialization of Europe. By the late 18th and early 19th centuries, growing moral, religious, and economic opposition to the trade led to the abolitionist movement. Key figures, including former enslaved individuals like Olaudah Equiano, and activists like William Wilberforce, campaigned for its end. Britain abolished the trade in 1807, and the United States followed in 1808, though illegal trading continued for some time. The trade had a profound and lasting impact on societies worldwide, especially in terms of racial inequality and cultural diaspora. The African diaspora in the Americas influenced culture, language, music, and traditions in significant ways. The transatlantic slave trade is often considered one of history's greatest injustices, with its legacy continuing to influence contemporary discussions on race, inequality, and reparations.